All right, folks, I thought I'd get you a little walk around real quick of downtown Bruceton, Tennessee. This is the old downtown area of Bruceton. I did a video, probably a couple of videos on this, but I don't know if I've done a update video since they tore down all the buildings downtown. So we'll start out right here in front of City Hall. This is City Hall and then the police department down here. And then real quick, right down here, that brick building there is the Bruceton Post Office. So, by the way, guys, we got the flag at half staff for former President Jimmy Carter's passing. It's this whole stone wall over here, guys. That wall's been here for years and years and years. I've seen pictures of this town from back in the 40s and 50s, I think, and that brick wall was there. Now it's changed a little bit. It's probably a little shorter now than it was, but it's been there for years, let's put it like that. I've seen it in a lot of old photos. This building right here, guys, this was the old bank building. This was the old Bank of Huntington Bruceton branch years ago, and they closed down, I don't know, probably 15, 20 years ago. It became First Bank, and they moved out on the highway down in Hollow Rock. So we do have Apex Bank here in Bruceton, but we don't have a First Bank anymore. So like I said, it was originally Bank of Huntington. Still got the old night depository thing there where you can drop your deposits off and everything too. That's pretty cool. I guess it's still functional. No, they got it locked, but you drop your letters in there, your envelopes or your deposits. Somebody's been working on this building inside, cleaning it up. And what I heard is they were going to make it like an event venue. So I don't know how that's going to work, because as you see downtown, there's not a lot of parking down here. You got 5 or 6 spaces on this side of the road and some on that side of the road, which today being New Year's Day, nobody's working, nobody's out. So they even got the old hours still posted on the door when it was First Bank, their banking hours. I think they still have probably the same hours. But let's see, show you what's in there. That's just a little foyer. I think you can see anything in there other than that little foyer. But yeah, they've been working on it. So right across the street, this was a drugstore on the corner, and they've fixed it up real nice. And now it's the Lanco Salon, Hair and Nails. That's man and lady opened that up, or lady, I guess, runs the salon, painted it that nice green color. Good looking building. She really made it look good with that kind of like a teal green or whatever you call it, and then the black trim. And right there, that building's empty now. It was the Bruceton Clinic at one time. Now they've since moved up on the highway. They've got the Bruceton Clinic up on the highway, a nice new building there and a little shopping center they built a few years ago. And this, like I said, guys, was a drugstore. This was Case Pharmacy. Case has also moved up into that newer group of buildings there, and it's up there on the highway now. So this next building here, when I was a kid growing up, upstairs was a pool hall, and it was called Juicy's Pool. Man by the name of Jim Bayless ran it, and you would go in this little door over here and then go upstairs. And I don't know if you can see up there, there's the upstairs part, there's a window you see, it looks like it's open, but it had pool tables and gaming machines, a couple gaming machines. I don't think they were supposed to have them. But pool tables, jukebox, just a fun place. We used to hang out up there, kind of like a private club, I guess you'd say. And you had to have a key to it. If you had a key to it to get in, you were not special. The building on the end down there is empty. I don't know what that building ever was. I can't remember anything ever being in there. And then there used to be another building down here on the end, which obviously was torn down. And they've been working on moving out all the old bricks from it for the last several years. It was really grown up. Somebody came in here and cut the lot down and made it look a lot better, but there's still a few bricks out here. It's really cold out here, guys, so These are old bricks from the the building that was here on the end that they tore down. Look at the end of that building there, that old wood. That's the wall. Like I said, there was another building attached to the end here. When they tore it down, that's what you get. That's what was left of that side wall there. Pretty cool. But these old pallets of bricks, they've been working on picking these up for quite a while. And right over here on this empty lot here, this is an old hotel, railroad motel, I think is what they called it, Bruceton Motel. I can't remember exactly right off the top of my head, but it sat right out here somewhere in this lot, and I think it faced the railroad, so it probably faced toward those trees over there. It's kind of what I'm thinking I've heard in the past. And then of course over here, guys, the last video I did, there were old buildings all the way. The Senior Citizen Center was down here on the end. A little tornado or straight line wind come through a few years ago and blew that sucker down, blew the roof off of it actually, and then the walls collapsed. So they tore it down. But there used to be old store buildings all the way down through here. Now, everything you see that's grassy here, there were buildings all down through there. And you can go back and look at the video I did of that and see what those buildings look like. I did a video just kind of walking through downtown several years ago, probably 6 or 7 years ago, and it's posted on the channel here. And then I did a video, I think right before they started tearing down the buildings, a complete walk around front and rear of the building. So that's on here too. You can go back and look at that as well. But so they just tore everything down, guys, and made a green space, what they call a green space now. That's the new term for it. Basically, they just brought in loads and loads, dump truck loads of fill dirt and filled all this in. It just made it a grassy spot out here. I don't think there's any plans, to my knowledge, to ever build anything. Again, there's the side of the old, this is going to be the north side of the old First Bank building. A little bit of graffiti on the building. That's to be expected, I guess. Yeah, Juicy's pool room. Played a lot of pool up there when I was a teenager. Always had a good time doing that. Going up there and shooting pool. Jim Bayless, like I said, guys, is one man that owned and ran that place. Obviously, too, guys, the old movie theater over there. That building is, somebody had bought that building not too long ago, and there was rumor they were going to, fix it up and open it back up. But I guess the cost to do so would just be so much that they kind of let that plan go down. They decided not to do that. So doing good. How you doing? Good deal. Have a good one, brother. You too, man. So yeah, guys, it's January the 1st, 2025. There's the old movie theater building still standing. I've seen a video somebody did on the inside of it. It's on here on YouTube. Well, they did a walkthrough on the inside of it a couple years ago. The other building on the side there, it says Products America. A guy had a little manufacturing place in there, but I think that was a little diner also at one time as well in there. So a lot of history here in Bruceton, a little railroad town. Lots of history here in this little railroad town. So the building's back there. That metal building there with the tin roof on it. That was at one time that was the Bruceton Fire Department, and oddly enough, it burned down. And then so the building on the other side where that wood chipper thing or leaf sucker thing sitting over there, that was part of it too. They never rebuilt it, but they were able to salvage some of it after it burned. And then they also built a brand new fire station up on the highway. So a lot of things have moved up on the highway. Things that were left down here, most of them aside from the hair salon now. Basically, everything's moved down to the highway. Used to be an old house sitting here on this lot. years ago. Tore it down probably 15, 20 years ago. Then you got the Templeton Park here. I've done a video on it as well. They got some pretty old playground equipment down there, guys, that I highlighted in a video. I thought it was pretty cool because you just don't see it. You got the old metal slides and a little merry-go-round spinny thing. Of course, you got the old NC and St. Louis L&N caboose down here. I've heard rumored that they're going to, when the weather gets nice, they're going to try to paint that up and make it look pretty again. It'll make it great again. That's a statue of Henry Siegel. I think I did a little video talking about that. I know I did because I talked about the Templeton Park. But anyway, guys, just a 2025 update of the downtown area of Bruceton, Tennessee. I didn't think I'd done one since the buildings were torn down. But there you have it, Bruceton, Tennessee, downtown.